I just saw it in Reddit.
I don't care if she's dying. She's a cunt.
Wait, I did save it somewhere.
Always remember this, and his memory forever will be tainted of her. All right there, Caitlin. That's pretty severe.
Caitlin. That's okay. Calm down, Caitlin.
She's definitely an asshole. I'd send her to her ex and let him take care of her while she declines.
The best part of these are the comments. I mean, come on. The comments are what we live for on this podcast. I mean, it's just, you guys are just deep into all of these groups still, but and something I haven't been able to do in a long time is fight with the Fox News people on Facebook. I would start a comment to see how many likes I could get or laugh emojis, but it's just been so I haven't.
You've been too busy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what I've been listening to for the last. Okay, so you know about the little trucker convoy thing? We
yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so I'll give you the quick recap. So the Canadian truckers, there's a mandate in place, if they come over the border, anybody, not just the truckers, anybody coming back to Canada that's not vaccinated has to quarantine for 14 days once they come back into the country. So the truckers decided they don't like this. They're losing a ton of money. So they've all driven across country to Ottawa to fight this mandate.
Is that where the capital is?
Yeah, that's the capital of Canada, is in Ottawa. So Trudeau lives in that general area.
Cool.
Me and Teresa are like, oh, okay, got it.
They're all going to go talk to
I would have guessed Toronto if we were in a game.
Right?
I would have guessed Quebec or Montreal.
So they start a GoFundMe, which is now currently at $10 million
God.
to support these truckers. So these truckers, they start leaving BC, and they're picking up more and more truckers as they move through Canada, joining their little convoy. They get as far as Alberta, and they realize, oh, America has the same mandate. So you can't go over the border into the States if you're not vaccinated. So this will never be an issue because they can't go over the border in the first place to your country to come back to our country to quarantine for 2 weeks. See with me so far?
Interesting.
Okay, so this whole even if they cancel this mandate in Canada, you guys are still not letting them into your country. But they're already rolling across the country and the GoFundMe money is coming in. So they got to keep going. So they get to Ottawa last weekend. So they can't fight this mandate thing anymore because it's just really not a thing. So they decide they're now on the Freedom Convoy and they're getting rid of all mandates. Okay, but the problem is now the rest of the mandates, limited seating in restaurants and having to show their vaccination card to go into the store. Those are provincial mandates. Those aren't federal mandates. Justin Trudeau has absolutely nothing to do with those mandates. He can't cancel them. He can't change them. They're done on a provincial level, which our provincial legislator is in Toronto. So they have now been protesting in Ottawa since last Friday for absolutely no reason. Nobody there can listen to them. Nothing can be done. Trudeau now has COVID. And so he's been locked away.
He's like, sorry, guys. Sorry about you.
So he literally came out. He finally came out and did a little speech to them yesterday, I think.
Wait, I'm sorry. They're just literally camping outside in the cold weather.
Oh, yeah. So get this. They raised $10 million.
They probably have fur.
Well, the GoFundMe is it's on suspension. They're considering giving the money back to the people.
They brought no food.
What's in their trucks?
You would think truckers could be a little bit more prepared.
They could have food in there they always, I don't know.
They definitely have pee water bottles, though, for sure.
Yeah. Probably dip bottles, too.
They have pee bottles. They do not have toilet paper. They are now pooping in snowbanks around Ottawa. There's 10,000 of people. Okay?
Who has time for this?
Food. They have no accommodations. They're asking for baby wipes to shower because they have no place to shower. Like, we're going 6 days into this madness. They park in the middle of Ottawa and just honk their horns all day. The Ottawa Reddit people are going insane. Like, they're like, I have not slept in 4 days. Like,
yes, it's got to be crazy.
They honk for 24 hours. The other day, freaking Trump gets in on it. He's in Texas going, we need to support the Canadian truckers and the mandates. So do you guys know what Zello is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess we used to use Zello years and years and years ago, but I guess all the truckers use Zello because that's their like high tech.
It's like a walkie-talkie service where you can, you know, it's like real time. We used to use it when I drove for a Lyft, us drivers, to keep each other posted throughout the night. And
we
it's
used to
just,
always use it on vacation because it's like
just push to talk, and you're on your channel.
Yeah.
Like, you'll tell everybody what channel.
I don't even think people use it anymore.
There's like 500 of these Zello. You probably can't read that. 500 of these Zello groups of like Convoy to the East, GTA Convoy to Ottawa, 302 Covenant, all this stuff. I've been listening to this for like 40 straight. This is all I listen to at work.
Oh my God.
You can listen to all their audio like a police scanner?
100%.
Oh yeah, you can listen to it all because it's all public unless you can make your channels private. But yeah, it just depends. Like we could do one with just all of us and just push to talk to each other instead of
like full in conspiracy theories. Like this snowstorm's coming. They're like, Trudeau's putting vaccine something's into the snow machines, and when it snows on the city, that's how they're gonna vaccinate us all. Like, these people are insane.
That's like that. Like, people are that kook.
I will send you the link to it. Like, it is just so insane what these people are talking about. And then all these other people go in and start trolling them and like playing like porn noises and stuff like that. And all these people have their kids on there and they're like, yay, truckers. And we love the truckers and they're going to give us freedom and we're not going to have to wear a mask to school. And okay. And these people are playing like super like porn noises. And these moms are screaming. They're like, my kids are listening to this.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
Why are your kids listening to this? It is just like, this is going to be a Netflix Fire Fest documentary about just this. So
speaking of the Tommy,
what's her name? Lady, Tamara Litch, who started this GoFundMe thing. She's totally MIA. Nobody knows where she is. These guys assume they were going to show up and have like hotel rooms paid for, restaurants paid for. So they're doing some reimbursement thing. So now they're saying like, you got to pay ahead of time and you can submit your little receipt and you'll get money back out of the GoFundMe.
Oh.
So Tamara has just up. So now everybody's like, Tamara's gone to Tahiti with your $10 million. Like, nobody's money. These guys are running out of gas. They don't have money to put gas in their big stupid trucks parked down there.
That's wild.
They talked to some company and said, like, will you bring in a gas truck to refill like all these truckers? Because they've been like sitting there freaking idling for a week in their trucks. And the gas company's like, yeah, sure, we will, for sure. You got to pay us. And they're like, oh, no. You just submit it and you'll get paid from the GoFundMe money.
And they're like, no.
Right?
That's not how this works.
Like, F you. Like, we are not giving you a full tank of fuel. Like, that's, I don't know. I don't even know what that's worth. That's going to be like $100,000 or something. Anyways, later, like, we're not doing that on credit. You got to pay us up front. So somehow they paid for this tanker. They get it there. The city of Ottawa is like, you're not coming downtown with a tank full of gas. Like, that's a bomb waiting to happen. Forget that. So then they had to get a bunch of people to bring in jerry cans and they're having to walk all these jerry cans.
Oh my gosh.
It is the biggest crap show in the world. Like, yeah.
I'm kind of glad though it's happening somewhere else. So it's like, we're not the only, it's just not in just.
Oh yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And is the U.S. or the whatever like rebel flag or Confederate flag as we know, is that commonly used in Canada? Because I saw one of the trucks had it and I was like, why? Where did this come from?
That has shown up. Nazi flags have shown up. We have the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in Ottawa, which is like super, super, super sacred ground.
Yeah.
Like there's almost always an army guy. He's there 24 hours a day. They were like dancing on it and trying to hold their protest, standing on top of this man's tomb.
Oh my.
I don't know if you know who Terry Fox is. Ran across Canada with one leg. Anyways, huge money for cancer. Years and years ago, his statue is there. They put an upside down Canadian flag in his hand and like some Truckers for Freedom sign on him. A homeless shelter. These truckers are on their stupid little Zello chat going, oh yeah, we're just going to hit up the homeless shelters to get food. So Good Shepherd's homeless shelter was like, we're feeding these guys because they're threatening our staff if we don't feed them.
Oh my God.
Like,
What are these truckers? Or a bunch of fucking bullies or something? Like, what's going on?
it's insane. And then they're all like, oh, it's not us. It's not us. It's actors. It's actors. Like, it's not us.
They're
Like,
using the Antifa excuse. Oh, it's Antifa. It's not us.
Trudeau's paying these actors to make us look bad.
Oh, of course.
Oh boy.
That's the week. So we're supposed to get massive snowstorms for the next 3 days. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I guess they can shower.
Oh yeah, we're getting snowstorms here. I have
Wait, what side of the country is Ottawa on?
It's just over from us. Like they're maybe 4 or 5 hour drive from me.
So like
west?
towards New
They're
York
kind of
or
right
like
above-
towards Oregon?
Like right above New York City.
Oh, okay. So like
Okay. Now we know.
that's 4 to 5 hours from you. Aren't you like right across the border from New York?
No, Jen's like
Oh,
right near
Toronto was
me.
like- Yeah,
Jen's
yeah. That's
straight
what I
up-
thought.
Ottawa's
Across the lake. Like when the ferry used to go across the lake, I could have gone to Cindy's house.
So is Ottawa more like on top of Maine?
No, I don't think it's that far over. I think that's more
Montreal is up that way too.
yeah, like Quebec.
Yeah.
Teresa and I need a map.
I don't know my
We
shit
got
either, but so I was hearing
Basically your people, Cindy, because you were essentially in the Arctic.
Oh my gosh, I saw a black squirrel here the other day, you guys.
really.
I was very excited. I don't know how it got here.
They have black
Oh, okay. So it's like, yeah, Ottawa is in between Ontario
Is that
and
Maine?
Quebec. New
That's
Brunswick.
our country down there.
Yeah.
Wait, I lost Ottawa. Where'd he go? Oh, I see him. How big is Ottawa? Like how many people live there?
I think they said 2 million because
Oh,
they're trying to claim that there's 1 million people. There's like 1,000 people there. They're trying to complain or try to say that like 1 million truckers showed up, and they're like, literally, that's half the size of the city. Like you wouldn't be able to move population.
Yep.
Yeah. So somebody at work was trying to tell me that the American truckers are going to do the same thing in March and that we better
million.
stock up. We're not going
They're
to get
not
anything.
because our American truckers don't cross the border.
I know. So like, what are they going to protest? I don't think there's
Freedom.
Your truckers cross the border.
But not most of them don't. Most of them just stay on the.
We have American trucks every day coming into our work.
Do they? Are they allowed in? I didn't. Do they have to be vaccinated to get into Canada?
They're vaccinated.
Okay, that makes sense.
I still don't think. I think most of the truckers truck nationally. They don't go like down to Mexico. Like I think there are people that have that route, but most truckers just truck things from the ports to the places, but in the States. And I'm just totally making that up in case anyone wants to know.
well, they're already really desperate for help, but all right. Well, we're caught up on that. Do we have any other stupid news stories? I know that I had shared a couple, but I mean, the whole Whoopi Goldberg thing is just so confusing to me. But what really confused me is like, it's like the canceler is kind of getting canceled. Whoopi, you know,
But only
Whoopi.
for weeks.
I
She's
know,
not getting
but
canceled. It's just she's she's gonna survive. It's fine.
I know, but everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody's saying she should be canceled. It's only fair that, you know. And then I'm thinking, like, really, does The View have to have Whoopi? Like, who cares? Like, get rid of her. I don't know.
It's not the only she's like said other controversial things.
I know. But then again, I'm thinking, you know,
Who's watching you?
Right.
There you go.